week in car audio. Tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. This week in car audio. Tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. We'll be talking about bass, talking about chips, talking about rings. You ain't got them, zip your lip. You got a problem you haven't found, check your grounds. The show about to start. Tune in, 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 tune in. This week in car audio. Yeah. Tune in. This week in car audio.
Welcome to This Week in Car Audio with your host, the Judge, Doug Stockton, and the inevitable, the superstar himself, Mr. Jeffrey Fernandez. What's going on, Jeffrey?
I got to make sure. Is my mic on first? Can you guys hear me?
I
Yes.
hear you.
Yeah, no, well, that doesn't mean everybody else can.
Doug likes to put me on mute and then have people say, "Hey, I can't hear Jeffrey." And
Yep, I looked. I made sure you're good.
It's become a common occurrence.
Yeah, it's happened more than one time.
More than one time. Well, I'm doing okay. Trying to stay cool over here in Texas, and it's not that bad today. It's gonna get worse during the week. Well, I guess if you see it being hot is being worse, but yeah, try to stay cool.
Same out here. It was like 90 something today, which is pretty warm. But we were at 115 just a couple of weeks ago, so
that's hotter than we've been yet. I think today we were probably pretty close to 90 up here too. We had a hot one.
Do you guys even get to 115 out that way?
Wow.
It depends how they measure it. I mean, maybe with the heat index and all that they had in. I mean, we do get over 100. I mean, I've seen 103, 104, stuff like that, but not very often. That's normally either this month or next, and then we're back to winter again, more or less. So
yeah.
It's been most of the year freezing here.
We got Moses Martinez checking in with us, see what's going on. We got Spencer Staniland popping in from Canada. That's what he says. Anyway, Jeffrey, you do a show this weekend?
This past weekend, no.
No, because all you have left coming up, or the big show you have, is this coming weekend. Why don't you tell us about that for a second while I'm finished sharing?
Oh, sure. So we got a Triple Point DB drag racing event going on this Saturday at Crossfire headquarters in Grapevine, Texas. In addition to the DB drag, for the first time ever, we're going to have as a kind of a dual organization event. We got IASCA, our good friend of the show, Mel, is going to be running the IASCA lanes here at the same time we're doing DB drag. So we're going to try to work that out, see how it works out. But we'll see how it goes this weekend. It's going to be another hot one, guys, just to give you guys a heads up. So try to stay hydrated. I think it's going to be 100, which is not so bad. And we're going to try to have it on the other side of the building.
Where the shade is?
Where the shade is. That's kind of where we messed up at the last show. We were like, right in the middle of the sun. And so hopefully us being in the front where we normally have it, we'll get shaded and, it'll all be good. We're going to try not to leave here at 1 a.m. like last month, but so we're just going to keep things tight, like Doug always says, if you're not in the lanes, but I'm going to give you guys a heads up did we black out?
Nope, we're good. Oh,
okay.
Kind of looks like we did. I'm still seeing it. Oh, there you go. It came back on.
Did it? Okay.
Might have had a stream error, but no, I don't. No, I don't even see a streaming error. Normally, it'll tell me if there's a stream error. So nope, no stream error.
Okay.
Matt, Mel's in here. Says what's up
nice.
for everybody from Fort Worth in the house.
Fort Worth in the
Yep.
house.
Mr. Cleary from SoCal. We're waiting to get in
How do you get these guys to come on here? What button do I got to push for that just to see what people are saying? I don't get that on my screen.
Oh, you won't see that on your screen. You have to look on a separate screen.
I have to have it on a computer or something?
Or a separate
secondary
device.
Another
another phone or an iPad or something. I'll read up what they say to you. Yeah. Rosa there says hi. Rosita.
I got to get a hold of her. She was just at my house the other day with Moses, and she made some chili, and I need to get that recipe back.
What did she make?
Chili for the tacos and all that.
Yeah, what did she make?
What?
Dude, there's like a million.
Deal,
there's a million different things for Chile.
Was it homemade? Homemade?
Oh yeah, they made all the food for us that day. It was good.
Yeah, Rosita likes to take.
Cool. Well, Dan Brown, our sub builder that helps us out and stuff like that, works with us. He just got married, right? This last weekend past here. So congratulations, Dan. Hope everybody's happy for him. But Moses came up and Rosa for that, and they spent some time at the house here. It was kind of cool actually having some people that are like, friends from that far away actually, here in the middle of summer. It's kind of a different deal. So.
Cared enough to drive out there.
Yeah, why'd they drive? They couldn't fly, or they didn't want to fly?
I think it ended up, what was it? I think Moses said that the flights went up so high in price for the drive.
Moses says, nah, Doug, only a few recipes out there that pass. And Gary Killian pops right in. Did I hear food talk?
No.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, we were using some of his ingredients. That was part of the tacos, so just so you know.
Rosita says, I got you, Dan. I'll send send Kayla my recipes.
Awesome. Cool. That's good stuff, man. We got to get that to finals, man. Everybody got to try it.
Oh, Skip Rutland. So most of the people that watch this show don't know anything about Skip. Skip actually was a competitor back in the early 2000s. He was one of the guys that was testing out my Sonic FX subwoofers and amplifiers. As a matter of fact, one of my first series of amplifiers were the SR series, which was Skip Rutland. So,
cool.
Yep, Brandy Lee popping in, Gary Killian throwing up the devil horns.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's right there. Rosita says Moses used some of Killian's for the asada. Which seasoning did he use? Was it the sweet and smoky?
No, we used the steak seasoning, I think, on the steak, and then Moses threw a bunch of extra stuff on top. Really got it kind of flavored.
Got a little fire.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, so this weekend up in Reno, what's his name? Josh T.W.I.C.A is going to be doing his first ever show in Reno, and he's going to try and do a little 1X. He says, hopefully see you guys in August for Surf City one. With he's got the his favorite symbol.
Yeah.
Here's Gary. He says he has a new Mexican season coming that's fire.
Oh, nice. We'll have to give some tries.
Yeah, I mean,
it'll be hard to beat Rosa, man. It's gonna be hard.
Dude, yeah. So, you know what? Dos Palas. Did she make you some Dos Palas?
I don't think we got that in depth. It was basically some rice, man. That rice, I need the recipe for that, man.
Yeah,
you guys got the best cooks out there, I swear. I came to finals one time, dude. I got fed better in that parking lot than most restaurants.
That's right. Hey, dude, everybody out here is a cook. So
it was great.
Yeah.
But speaking of Josh, how's he been, man? Good hearing about him. I still got his truck picture on my shop wall.
Do you Smash? No.
Yep, Smash.
Yeah, Smash.
Truck. Yep,
Smash.
That's still on my wall.
Yep.
And some people ask, "Hey, who's that?" And then I'll kind of get into it a little bit. But
that
was a good time out there.
So he started a bass knob business.
Okay.
I think they're like $300 for his bass knobs, but they're totally different than any other bass knob out there. In as far as, I mean, the RCAs.
Are they Bluetooth or something like that?
No. They're regular like you normally do, but the RCAs alone are over $100.
Okay, yep.
At cost.
It's got a digital display on it.
It's got a digital display. You can actually program it to start at certain spots, and I mean, so he's got a whole bunch of stuff. He's got it 100% set up for base race, top dog, so that it's a cheat code.
So he's gonna have to probably send me a message, and we'll work out something with me and the team guys, and we'll work a deal with them.
Yeah.
Tell me we need 10 of these.
Rosita says it's worth the money. Moses has one.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, cool. I should have. Okay. Yeah, he should have brought the right car with. He brings the little car. He should have brought his. We were waiting to hear the tunes, and it didn't get to happen.
No, I asked Rosita about that. She goes, no, 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 no. His car has plenty of miles on it. We took my
Oh
car.
yeah.
uh, he says right there, Moses says he's got one of those base knobs.
Oh, base
Yep.
knob, yeah.
Yep.
I'm definitely interested, yeah. And I wouldn't mind, trying to see what the
Yep.
hell they work and what
And
it's all about.
so Skip says he still has an RW audio line driver. For you guys that don't know, do you know what that is, Dan?
That's kind of not like yesterday type of stuff.
No, it's a minute ago.
Mhm.
And what it was he was like one of the first guys. He actually built a line driver out of an amplifier. It was
Okay.
the best way to describe what it is. So we, when we only had 1,000 watts that we could put to a car and amps weren't linkable, you would have 25, 30 amps in a car, and the only way
Right.
to get voltage to them, because you only get 4 volts out on a head unit,
Right.
you needed a line driver. So he had these
Mhm.
line drivers that he built that would he would give 4 volts to every amplifier out there. So
Right. Yep. Well, I've heard of the thing. It's like I said, it's a blast from the past.
Yes.
But yeah, it definitely had its purpose.
Oh yeah, there's
I
Susie.
remember back in the 99 and stuff like that, having to do that kind of stuff. You'd have 1,000,000 amps just to try to make what one amplifier makes.
Yeah.
I tried
Susie.
to explain that to Kayla the other day. I'm like, my Jeep back in 2000, probably all the 16 amps in there was about as much power as my one amplifier now.
Oh yeah. That's what I was telling people. So when I built my car with 2 amps and 6 subs, those 2 amps were a total of 3,000 watts, and that was the biggest, baddest amp as an amp manufacturer that I can make at that time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's came a long ways.
Yep. Susie piping in from Regina, Saskatoon. She was the one that won the shirt last week, right? Wasn't it her?
Yeah.
Who was it? You said Susie?
Susie, yeah. I think Susie
believe
was
so,
the one
yeah.
that won the shirt last week, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, we actually gave away something. I think we're going to do that on the first weekend of the month, where we're just going to do if you're on live, we'll roll all the
that's right.
roll all the names, and we'll give away something, like a shirt or just something small to get going. Our goal is to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, and then I'm going to give away a DB Drag membership, and when we get to 1,000, I'm going to give away an entry into World Finals.
Oh, wow.
And she says, yes, that's me.
Yeah.
So, yep, she won last week, which is awesome. Anyway, so we were here to talk about shows. Like I said, Josh is going to do his first show, and that's going to be Saturday night, the 15th. And so I'm going to have to be available to help him out Saturday night after our show that we're doing out in Sioux City. So why don't you talk about that a little bit, Dan? I'm waiting for.
I'll tell you what I can help with. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Tajin's on for some of the basics.
Yeah, I'm gonna text him again real quick. He didn't see the last.
I got
one.
a good grasp on what we're doing. It's actually a pretty good show. It's called 712 Boom. It's down in Sioux City. Generally, we got a lot of the organizations that are popular down there. You're gonna have a progressive point Midwest and a single point Midwest all in the same weekend. So pretty big thing there for them. Base War will be there. DB Drag will be there. 3X with Doug himself. We're bringing Doug.
Thank
We're
you.
going to try to have some fun with that. Guys, if you want to learn base race, get into some of that. That's what Doug's coming for. We're going to try to get it, more of a learning curve, get you guys up there, not be so scared to try doing DB Drag, get into some of that. As for entries, I'm just going to be real with everybody and explain some of this. Okay. All right, it's not free to have a show that has this many awesome, organizations and big point events, and it's just something that we got to work on. We trying to find the best way. Tajin tried this idea where we'd charge $25 gate fee. That includes camping for the weekend, and you can be there for the whole weekend. It's just kind of something to help offset the cost, because even up to this point, just getting the orgs and getting the place and having all that, you're $5,000-$6,000 in having a show. Sometimes people don't realize that. And, it's not that everyone's trying to go out there and overcharge. And I think that's how Tajin kind of got attacked at first with the idea, but I mean, we're going to try to come up with a better method for next year, please. I'm working with him on that too. And I would like the show to continue because it is a fun weekend. It's a whole camping weekend, goes Friday to Sunday. It's got a bar on site. You go back and forth from there. They got food.
It's got a bar on site?
Oh, yeah, right on site. And sometimes there's even live bands playing, all that. And, it gets to be a pretty cool time.
So you've been here to California. Are they as friendly to the Happy Smoke as they are here in California?
I don't think they really care. There's a lot of the guys
good.
down there that are the same kind of thing. It's basically, if you want to have it in a nutshell, Doug, I know you'll probably agree with me after the show. We'll maybe come back on and have a discussion what you thought.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be similar to like that California finals. I mean, it's that kind of atmosphere.
Oh,
Everyone's
wow.
trying to have a good time, bring their cars, give demos. You can do that pretty much. I mean, some of these guys are demoing 3-4 in the morning, but it is what it is. I mean, Jamie Bedrowski will be there. I don't know if you remember or know him yet.
No.
Maybe he was around a few years back with the Orion and all that. Anyways, he's normally known for 2-3 in the morning demoing, and hey, come on in, and he'll go all dang night if you let him. But yeah, no, there should be a lot of cool cars there, a lot of loud stuff that's planning on coming. I mean, it'd be worth to check it out, and and the people that haven't been to the show, it is one of the more fun shows I go to, just because it is kind of more of that kind of atmosphere like it was for California finals. Everyone's hanging out, having kind of a camping type deal. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get you, Doug, to show these guys what DB Drag's all about a little bit.
I'm going to do my best. And then, if we get a couple of people into the base race side of things, we'll definitely do some Beat the Boss,
Okay.
And obviously it'll be a car I've never even seen before.
Yeah.
And I'll jump in and I'll show them how to do 9.9s in a car that I've never even seen before.
Well, you might have some competition because there's another gentleman flying in all the way from Tennessee, and his radio box got shipped to my shop so he can do bass.
Woo!
We'll have Pop-Tart. He's showing all the way up from Tennessee. So he's very happy to come, apparently. I've seen him. He's got some posts on Facebook. Hey, I'm going and all that. He's excited, I think. But I'm excited to see him. I haven't got to see him all year, honestly. Every chance we've had to go to a show, something's happened. The trailer breaks and who knows what else. But this year just hasn't been our year for taking the trailer out and getting to shows. It's just not worked, to say the least.
So Susie piped in from Canada because they had a couple of events over the weekend, and she said her son jumped in. And overall in 3 days, her son did Friday was a 3X second, and a third place. Saturday was one second place, and 2X was a third place, and Sunday was a 2X with a first place and a second and a third, and he got most wins in Top Dog that day and the longest distance traveled.
Wait, Top Dog. So does that mean Jimbo didn't compete, or?
Well, he didn't get first. So,
I see. I gotcha. Okay.
Skip says
he probably had the most wins.
Skip says he still has some Sonic FX stubs in the shop. Nice. So yeah, and those were all 2X and 3X events. They're trying to get their points. Moses says, Dan, let Doug do base race in the van.
The van?
Yeah, man. I mean, what are we doing?
Oh, the new van?
59.9. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll probably maybe try base race out myself with the DB Drag vehicle. Like I said, this time we're going to try Pro Stock No Limit. We're bringing that vehicle out. So
there you go.
I'm going to actually try something a little more. I guess I got to put some work into it, put it that way.
Rosa says she beat Pop-Tart. So no problem. I got this.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. She'll just feed him some of that rice and salsa. He's busy sitting over there. His radio won't even work.
Jimbo says, Susie says Jimbo didn't make it. And Spencer says because he was sick. So that's helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it works. Okay.
That's right. That's really helpful to win when Jimbo ain't there. When the top guy doesn't show up, that makes things way easier on the rest of the crew.
Man, that sounds like Patrick Listener and John Hyland. Ooh, I didn't say that out loud. I am watching to watch that, though. That is going to be epic. If it's just going to be those two going at it this year because the truck.
What class are they in?
no wall still, but the truck's
Okay.
out, because the truck went back to Hank. Hank's not,
Right.
I don't think they're not competing with it.
Nope.
And at least not DB Drag, I guess, that whole
Right.
spiel. But put a long story short, it will be fun to watch the two vans go at it without me in their way. Because last year they looked like they were ready to go at each other's heads. And I don't care what anyone says. I think that was still one of the best on the seat runs of the whole finals.
Okay.
I mean, John lost, or we thought. Patrick thought he won. Everyone was jumping. It was over. And then all of a sudden, John fired it off again and just snuck it at the end.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it'll be fun watching them. They're both pretty close in their scores. So it should be cool to see how it goes.
Well, like I said, my goal is to bring excitement to the DB drag lanes. And I'm not saying I'm not discrediting any of the other orgs, but I want everybody to be talking about our show, the DB Drag, when it's over. Even if they didn't compete, I want them to be talking about our show instead of the other organizations.
It should be fun. Good. But I think all in all, it should be a pretty good weekend. I mean, hopefully we have a good turnout. I'm really hoping the entry fee thing that agent came up with doesn't scare people off. I mean, come on, guys. Let's see. Spend $25 on dumber stuff. I mean, I'll even pay my entry fee at school, So I'm just trying to help the show along because I do believe in it. I think Asian has a good show going there. I mean, it's been going on for a number of years. It's been getting bigger and bigger, and some of the louder and louder cars are traveling to the show, and it should be fun. I mean, it should be a good weekend.
Did you mention
real quick? I wanted to mention our sponsors since I forgot to get that earlier. Sponsors of today's shows: Puns Customs, Voodoo Customs, and Crossfire Car Audio. Don't forget to support those that support things you like. And just real quick, Tyler Archer piping in here. He says, "The man, the myth, the legend who builds my subs, mother freaking Dan Horner." Good day, sir.
Tyler, how's it going?
All right, so sorry about that, Jeff. Go back to what you were at.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Did Dan? Did you mention where it was located? I know you mentioned it was at a campground.
It is at a place called the Icky Nickel. It is in Sioux City, Iowa. I don't know that I have the address right in front of me, but it's at the Icky Nickel. I mean,
pull it up.
Nickel.
That's literally the only Icky Nickel within any area there. So you're not going to find multiples. But it's not. I don't think it's technically Sioux City. I think it's kind of on a border of it or whatever. But if you type in the Icky Nickel, I think it does still come up.
I got you right here. Hold on a second.
You got it, Doug? Okay, good. I ain't got a computer in front of me.
Yes. So the address it has is 4700, so 4700 41st Street, Sioux City, Iowa, 51108. So it is in Sioux City, Iowa.
Out on a highway. It's out on a highway. It's out in a big kind of open area campground thing.
It better be with guys like you there.
Oh, it's fun. There'll be and there's a lot of guys there that'll demo pretty crazy loud builds, and it's a good place. You can get away with doing it. I mean, a lot of people
that's cool.
Complain to me. I'd have shows. They'd come to the shop. The cops would shut us down because they say, "No, you ain't doing this. This demoing's over." Okay, well, here, guys, we got a place to do it. We ain't gonna get shut down. So, I mean, that should be meaning something to people too, a little bit,
So
it's getting harder and harder to find those places.
Yeah. So how far is it for you?
What are we? About 3 hours, roughly.
Ooh.
2.5 to 3 hours, roughly.
And you're sponsoring the event. So.
I'm known to sponsor shows that are a million miles away. I mean, we did one last year. It was out in Newport, Tennessee, with Greg and all them. We're gonna try to. Maybe we'll see if we can get another one going for next year. If I got a trailer that's up and working, I know we discussed maybe later in the year, but I think we'll just plan on doing Thunder in the Smokies. Maybe do the next one maybe next year. Unfortunately, I got too many mishaps this year. So
you need to come out for Autorama. We do that next year. That is going to be March, April. Let's see, that's April, May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So the 4th and 5th, which is the first weekend in.
And where is that one at?
That's in Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
That's in the same town, but in a much nicer area.
So it won't be at the racetrack or whatever?
No. It's at It's at the fairgrounds. And what's really cool about Autorama is they literally stick us at the front entry, and they gate over 30,000 people a year. And they literally
everybody that's got their stereos is sitting right there in the front.
They have to walk by the stereos to go to the Autorama event.
So the guys are like, oh man,
no,
don't talk to them, but bring the rest of them in.
No, they actually we pretty consistently have around 200 spectators almost all day. Now they filter through, stay for a little bit, leave. I encourage people to do demos and get demos the whole time we're there. So yeah, that's a big deal out there. It's just a great place to come, have fun. There's another one too, Surf City. Come to Surf City. They have that's August
I've been
26th
debating
and
that
27th.
one a few times, but it never seems to work out. That one is always on kind of an odd weekend for me. But one of these times I might make it out there.
Well, the thing is it's during your season in your area, right? So
right.
Because your season's short because of the weather. And that's one of the benefits we have in California. The Autorama used to be in February. So.
Oh wow! Yeah, it'd be hard to probably even get there. I'd have so much snow to travel through and mountains.
So, but no, I'm looking forward to coming out there. I'm gonna be flying out there Friday night, show up around midnight, and then I'll be there Saturday morning at whatever time they tell me to get there, and set stuff up, set up the live feed. So we'll be once we get to brackets, I'll start bringing on the live feed.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm really going to try and encourage people to be part of Top Dog and Base Race. If you guys just want to kind of see a number, we always have the freestyle as an option. But DB Drag, like I said, I hope to see some of the big
freestyle for some of the guys, just kind of if they're watching that are more like Midwest SPL guys and guys that are local to that area. If any of them are happening to be watching this, I try to explain to them freestyle is very similar to Midwest. Because for Midwest is basically you open a door, and you put the mic on the dash still. It's basically drag with the door open. You can do it's just, and I explained to them, I said that's pretty much what freestyle is now. They've made a class that's similar to that. So a lot of them are built for that. So I mean, why not give it a try? See if you can try your luck there.
Yeah, I'm actually going to bring a globe with me, and you only need 50 points for World Finals. And so if you get first place at this 1-3X, I mean, that's 3 times 8, 24 your points. That's half your points you need.
Halfway. Yeah. And if you're a DB Drag member, add it to your calendar, you get a bonus point.
That's right.
Bam, halfway there.
25 points, halfway there. Roberto up in he's down in Mexico, just over the border.
I know who he is. That's buddy of mine. Yeah, he said, please don't 60. I see him there.
He says, please don't 65 and no limit. Please.
Oh, come on, Roberto. You know you want to do 5K. What are you doing? He's all right. If we duke it out at finals, I'm good with that. There's a very good chance. He's got a good loud car. And
he does.
Pro Stock No Limit. We have a chance at doing pretty good. I mean, the vehicle's going to be all right, but I mean, we got to put some work into it. We're just kind of getting to. It's going to be turned on for the show, pretty much. We're going to see how it does there, and we got some different subs we're trying. It's a work in progress. It hasn't been fired up yet, Roberto. Don't worry. We haven't even turned it on. The subs are still laying on the floor. So with that being said, who knows what's going to happen? So it'll be a fun one, though. Like I said, I would rather go in a class where I actually got people to, actually compete against. I'm not just, having to, hey, look at, and, it's fun, more fun when it's a challenge. You got to fight for that win,
Yep.
I'm ready. Roberto's a good dude.
No, he is. He's been coming to the California World Finals almost every year we've had it out here. And was he here when you came here the other year?
He was. He had the trunk car out there, and he ended up setting the record, and he ended up beating Matt that day and all that. And yeah, that was good. I mean, Matt put up a good score on our team, Directronics, and that. And I know him and Matt were duking it out. But I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it. He's a good competitor to actually go against.
He is.
It's not really a rivalry like that. It's like, okay, you put up a score, I'm going to try to come back and put up a bigger score, and then
it's a friendly rivalry.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
It helps push you, right?
Right.
He helps push you, and you help push him. It's a symbiotic competition relationship.
Right, and the friendship goes outside of that too. I mean, now he's even been a pretty good customer of mine. He's built him some subs already, a handful of them, and it's kind of cool. I mean, we send him down to California, and he comes gets them, or however that works. But yeah, I mean, it's been cool. He respects me. I respect him, and he's cool enough to give my shop a try and help us out. So I do appreciate that. That's awesome.
All right.
So, and I think that connection happened in California with you guys.
Oh, awesome. Tajin finally popped in here. All right, Tajin.
Okay.
So give us some information about the gate, entry fees, all that stuff. Right now on the website it says it's $25 is the entry fee. I don't know if that's a gate fee or if it's $25 per class or how you're setting that up. So why don't you let us know? I do know he came up with a badge now. So when you pay your gate fee to get in, you get a badge. Or whatever it's called, lanyard with a pass.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and I know he's taking the extra mile to try to make it work. But yeah, I think he'd like to keep the show going. That's the only reason, like I said, we're doing any kind of gate fees, because we've taken donations and stuff in the past. Sometimes that's good, but then other times it's like, okay, but otherwise sponsors, we're looking for anybody willing to sponsor 712. I'm always game. I mean, I help it.
You obviously sponsor it, right? So
right, and I stand behind it because, like I said, I feel it's a good show. It's got a lot of different orgs to offer big points. So the guys that need points for their finals, no matter what org they're in, I mean, they got a good chance that it's there. So I mean, it's a good show all in all. So I mean, a lot of people run a lot of different products there. It's not like it's one side or the other. I mean, you'll see, anything DC, Sun, all of it, Scar, the whole works. People aren't really. It's not like everybody gets together. Hey, we only got this one thing here, so it's kind of cool.
They're not all DTX subs.
Well, I mean, I'm not even told 90% of them, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but no, I mean, some people do have, their other stuff. It's cool.
Okay, so he did respond here. So there's a $25 gate fee to get in. Then he says, lane.
Well, did he decide if that's per car or if that's per person? What has he decided that? I guess I forgot to ask him earlier today.
So he's here so he can answer that.
And then he says,
"Oh, he is." And then he says lane fees are up to the orgs.
Okay, so the judges affect that.
Hey, Kyle Rutherford, Clippo chiming in.
From North America.
From Norte Americano. And then, he says it's $25 covers the whole weekend for the gate fee. I understand that.
Oh, it's a 2-day show?
3.
It's going to be Friday. If you come Friday, you stay Friday. If you want camp from Friday to Sunday, you leave Sunday. So, I mean, it's a 3-day weekend event. So, I mean, it won't be, obviously, DB Drag doing 3 days in a row, obviously, clearly.
No, we're only doing it Saturday.
Oh, it's just Saturday? Okay.
Tajin, it says $25 per person over the age of 16.
Okay, so anybody that would drive there, more than likely, he's trying to.
Yeah. So that's something that you and I need to figure out on what we're going to charge for DB Drag, or if you're just going to let them get in free or whatever.
I'm going to think about what I can come up with. Maybe help get some people over there and get them to go. I think it'll be cool. We will have trophies in the DB Drag lane, though. We will have trophies.
We will have trophies.
Nice, yeah.
So let me just put this out to you. We did the, I don't know if you remember, but we did the XM events where it cost $0 to participate. The people that paid $0 didn't value it. So I would say even if you charged $5 a class, would be better than giving it to them for free.
Right, because they didn't really get anything out of it. I get it. I mean, we're gonna have to charge something, but maybe we can come up with something where it's gonna be, hey, I'll pay that to try this out. I can try, pay a few bucks, try to win that trophy. Heck with it.
Yep.
And base race, these guys down there in Iowa and a bunch of surrounding areas, they've been keeping me awake till 1, 2 a.m. so we can do base race for cash at night. So I mean, they want cash. Maybe we'll have to figure something out there.
So what I do typically for Top Dog when I go to other areas is real simple. We're gonna pass around a hat, winner take all in Top Dog.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can get the party started with that. I mean, these guys, I think they're willing to gamble a little bit, especially if they actually feel like there's a chance, and there's always a chance in that one.
Nick Semino popping in. So I do have.
It was his birthday.
Oh, it was his birthday?
Is it?
It was. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
What is he, 73 this month? No,
That's just what his truck does, 73s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do have a question for you. So Midwest SPL is going to be there. Who's going to be judging that? Is that going to be Benton?
It's going to be Bill Gass.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember him. He was out of like Metro Audio years ago. John Henry, all that kind of crowd. I mean, years back.
Oh, John Henry, huh?
Trio.
Yeah, that group.
Yeah, so I actually talked to John Henry to try and get him on the show, and he I don't think he wanted the notoriety or the he didn't want to be put in front of everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So but dude, his was a badass vehicle back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that was the vehicle. So
yeah, he's had some good. He's had some questions. I mean, all of it's kind of been. I mean, that's kind of DB drag, hasn't it? Always been questionable stuff from day one. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. People push the limits. But I remember something happening once with John Henry. He fired off the car and it didn't even make a sound. It did like some insane score. The shot fired across the world or whatever.
Right. Wasn't he in the lanes with Alma? I think
it was Alma.
I think that's when it happened.
Yeah. Boom. Like, whoa, what happened?
Nick says he don't want that smoke.
No.
Eric Hansen finally popping in to say hi, Jeff.
Hey, what's going on, Eric?
Yeah, so we actually did have a 3X that was sponsored by Moses in Fresno Friday night. So that was good. That was a good time. And then for me personally too, just so my son just started bowling last September. So so I took him to a tournament with me on 4th of July day. And it was a doubles tournament. Yeah, we won. Just saying.
Cool. You know, Doug, you make me worried because the last time someone called out Steve Benton like that, he showed up to one of our shows. So maybe if he heard this, he might show up. Who knows?
Well, hey, wasn't Benton scheduled for appearance on the podcast back in February?
He was, but he stopped answering our text and stuff.
I think we didn't we book that at finals.
We did.
You're gonna come on the show.
You went to the old guy party that we had apart to do it?
No, he actually came. So what we did every day at finals, at the end of the day, we had a little podcast, and like people that did something like really cool, we had them come on and talk. We had EXO on. We had a couple of the competitors on and whatnot. So Steve was one of our guys that came on. And I'm like, Steve, you got to stop ignoring my text. And he's like, no, I'll come on. He goes, let's just set it up for this date. And so we kind of did, and he just disappeared on us.
Bummer.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
We'll bribe him with a death match offer or something. I know he wanted one last year, and then we did something like that.
Oh, did you guys?
Yeah, well, you guys got me all excited at finals doing that. I mean, I'd have blown half my subs trying to do that. I didn't care. It was fun. I mean, I knew going into that I had subs that were hurt. I had 3 dead surrounds. Had I not had that, I could probably hold about a 65, 66. I'm not saying I can hold a 70. I'm not going to try. But, I mean, when I've seen the thing hold a 65, 66 for 5 minutes once out at South Carolina at the Sundown Show, and I watched the gentleman walk off with a big belt. That would have been Hank. So, I mean, I know what the truck can easily do, but, I mean, yeah, it would have been fun because I would have liked to give Bo a little more of a run. I died too fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
But it was all in good fun. I mean, they said like $3,000 or something. I'm like, okay.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works. Tajin's gonna try and get in here.
Try to get him on. Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna. I did the thing.
Oh, sweet. We can have a boxing match. Maybe we can duke this idea out here over the thing. Come on, Tajin. People here.
Steve Delos Santos says.
Oh, hey, what's going on, man?
Says the man, the legend, Mr. Horner.
Yeah. I remember talking to him a few times. Yeah, these are all people I got to meet in California. That was a good trip. I'm glad I came. That was fun.
So I'm not trying to hype up California in any way. I love California. I live in California. I was born in California. But I will say, and I'm not saying that any of the other places I went weren't inviting and whatnot like that. But I will say in California, we do take the hospitality real, right? I mean, we take it to as much of a level as we possibly can.
Yeah, no, it was fun out there. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't get warm welcomings out east and stuff like that too. There's a lot of southern hospitality out there too, and I'm glad there's cool stuff like this going on. I mean, it is cool to be able to hop in the truck and say, hey, we're going to take the trailer down to I don't know, Alabama next weekend for a show.
Right.
There's always someone there to be happy to hang out and talk, and it's the fun part of it, getting to the shows. And that's been my drawback this year. I'm kind of upset I haven't really got to too many. So,
yep.
Yeah, hopefully we can have. I'm hoping to have a good time this weekend myself too. I got 2 cars we're gonna bring out and see how they do. One of them being the Pro Stock No Limit.
Did we get cut off? I think we might have gotten.
We got cut off for a quick second.
Oh, okay.
Agent cut us.
Yeah, he's saying that the link doesn't work for him. That's all I can do for him is send him the link. If it ain't working, it ain't working. Anyway, yeah, no. So we're gonna
Agent put down the Modelos. It's a lot easier to get.
Hey, let's put it this way: Dan Horner figured out how to get in here. I'm just saying.
Come on. I didn't even have help this time. Normally, I make the wife do all that stuff.
Yeah. So Dan figured it out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I did this time. I didn't need Kayla to agent, so you should be able to figure it out.
But no, like I said, I think the thing I do have an expectation of you guys having put together a good show. Let's see here. I am not seeing any errors on my side. Oh, it says reconnecting. That is weird. If I was at home, my computer, it would work, he says.
He must be.
Let me.
Work?
No, he said he was driving around.
Oh, okay.
Let me see here. Speed test real quick.
Driving around trying to get LinkedIn and drinking Modelo's. It's aging.
Jeffrey, why don't you take care of something real quick? Because I'm going to run downstairs and kick my son off the computer.
Is he playing those games again?
Dude, he is playing like
COD or whatever.
I don't know.
Lagging it way down, huh?
Dude, all I know is whatever game he playing, it killed his computer because it was making his CPU go so hot.
Yeah.
So let me go kick him off his game real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So Dan, so is this like an annual event that they?
It has been. It has been. Now I wouldn't know. Tajan would have to be the one to type in how many years it's been. I didn't come since the first one. I'm guilty as charged. Okay, but I did get a chance to meet Tajan, and he was around with another guy named Douglas years ago, and I have a few other friends kind of in that Iowa area that kind of talked me, hey, come down here and try this out. I'm glad I did because it's a good show. It's cool. I mean, it's a lot of orgs and a lot of big points put together in one little place, and it's a whole weekend. I mean, it's a fun kind of getaway. I mean,
well, it's got to be a legit. It's got to be a legit show to put your name behind it, right? I mean, you're not just going to sponsor any show.
No, not necessarily. And like I said, I mean, we got a good amount invested in this show as well, and I'm fine with that. But I think the outcome is good. I think everyone has normally a very good time. It's a good turnout. It's a lot of people a lot of times, and it's just it reminds me a lot, like I said, when it came to California finals. It's a lot of that. Guys camping around and hanging out, playing bass, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, those California guys, they like to camp. They'll bring their RVs and
and that covers that covers all that too for the weekend. And I believe there is on-site showering. I know last year we questioned that. I know because Kayla will hassle me about stuff like that, and she was able to successfully use the shower. So ladies, don't be too scared. It's $25 covers all that. I mean, it's not like you're not getting anything. And the guys will complain, oh well, I'm not going to be staying there or whatever. Well, come on, man. I mean, you got to kind of go with what it is. everyone's paying the same price. We want to have fun, keep the orgs coming, keep the show going. I'd like to see it come again next year and maybe years to come. Yep. Maybe one time we got it again, Jeffrey, you'll make your way out there and Doug will drag you in. Moses will probably drive both of you if you ask him. I mean,
you can pick us up. You can pick us up on the way.
Steve De Los Santos says, what's up, gents? Long-time listener, first-time caller. That's some good stuff right there. No, that's cool. Like I said, I appreciate you guys thinking so much of me that you were interested in having me come out and participate in your guys' show.
No, I mean, Tajan was all behind that. He called me up and said, we got to have Doug. I'm like, all right, I don't think that's an issue. We just kind of discussed all that and worked it out. And I'm like, if that's what you want to do, and I'm like, okay, I know Doug puts on a show, so it should be kind of fun to watch that all in action and stuff too. So I'm hoping that it turns out we don't have rain. Hopefully we don't have none of that. I mean, that kind of sucks when that happens. I know that just kind of put a kibosh to Slamology from what it sounds like a day early, downpouring, but it seems like that weekend's always one day or the other rain, but is what it is. Hopefully we don't have any of that. So far it's looking like it's supposed to be clear weather from what I'm told, so that should be good.
Yeah, it says I got a couple of texts saying we keep popping in and out, which sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, especially since I pay for the 1 gig at my house. We should not have that as a issue. I'm just saying. I'm going to be yelling at my internet provider tomorrow. So, anyway, because this is not usually if we have like, I don't know, 200 connection speed. Here we go, speed test. Let's see where we're at. I can run this really, really well. Maybe you didn't pay on time. Oh, I promise you, my credit score out of 850 is 849. So I promise you, I pay on time.
Oh yeah.
That's my thing. Oh yeah. See, I'm not even connecting. I'm not even pinging the thing right now. But tell Dan I asked for a request months ago for friends on Facebook, but he hasn't responded.
Who is this?
That's Jody Green. He's from New Zealand.
Try it again.
I'll try to look into it. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I probably have literally like 3,000 friends requests. Go ahead and shoot me a message, man. If it's, I'm not opposed. I'm not trying to avoid people. Like I said, I rarely even look at that anymore because it built up so much. I'm like, man, I don't do a whole lot on Facebook other than kind of go on there. Hey, look, we went to this show and this happened. And, or stuff like that, because we're pretty busy, kind of tied up with things. Life kind of keeps me busy outside of work, and work keeps me very busy. You guys keep me on my toes, I'll say the least. So, which is good. It keeps me young.
I see what my problem is. My upload is all the way down to 20 megabytes. That's pretty damn low.
That's pretty low.
He says, I hope this doesn't happen during my run at finals.
Oh,
we won't be using my home internet for the finals. Just saying.
And Wayne, he'll.
This is how it's gonna be a finals, cutting in and out.
Yeah.
No. I hope not.
I'll fire up my burp and I'll fire it off, and it won't even record it.
Yeah. No. And then also I should have 5G out there when I go to your place. In Sioux City, I'll have 5G and I'll podcast or I'll do my thing with the 5G.
I mean, where we're at too, Doug, just kind of, no one's really complained on phone service, so we're not like out in the boondocks. You're still pretty good area there.
Well, it just happens to be where I am here. I'm strongly considering switching to fiber because that's 1 gig down and 1 gig up. Which is way. Hey, there's Josh T2. Hey, what did you tell Josh about his bass knobs? What were you saying?
I'm interested in getting some information on those. He can go ahead and get a hold of me. I would like to see a little more about those. So
that's you, Josh.
That says they're the most awesome thing in the planet. So does Moses. So I got to check them out.
Yeah, they definitely have a. they have a place. I will say he found what his issue was with the existing bass knobs on the market, and he addressed the issues and made them fit what he felt was the issues.
And it might probably be the same issue that some of the guys on the team are complaining about. So we might be able to make this all work out. And like I said, I'm more than happy to support another guy that, you know, is more than happy to be around and hang out. And I support him and his little business he's trying to do here. That's perfectly awesome. I'm all for it. I know what it takes to do it. It sucks sometimes, but yeah, give it what you got, man. I still got your little picture, Smash. I have it on my wall.
Yes, he does. He was talking about that at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah. Good luck with the show. You know, if you're just starting doing it, good luck with it, and hopefully it works out good for you.
Yep, that's that's the goal here. Oh, it looks like it shut down on YouTube.
It might have.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm trying to. I have it on a different.
Yeah. So what's going to happen on YouTube? I will upload this as a complete event on YouTube when we are done. It only takes me a minute to do that. So anyway, so yeah, Tajin, don't worry about trying to get on with the podcast. We're about done anyway. We're at the 51-minute mark, so we're about to cut this thing down. Plus, I'm very frustrated with the connection, so I don't need the added frustration, is what I'll say. Yeah, because right now I'm looking at I dropped down to 25% 4 minutes ago, 26%. Stream disconnected 41 minutes ago, 19 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, 11 minutes ago, 10, 9, 7, 7, 6 minutes ago. Stream disconnected.
Off and on, yeah.
Yeah, which really, really makes me displeased.
Must be those solar flares.
Yeah. Says me. This is Joel. Says me, Moses, and Rosa will be competing in DB Drag in Russia. Actually, Joel is going to Russia.
Damn.
Oh wow.
So
he's from San Jose, right?
San Jose, yeah, and he's gonna go to Russia, and he's actually going to Canada next. So he's gonna compete in Canada first, and then he's gonna go to Russia.
And compete.
He wants to compete everywhere.
How's he gonna get his car there?
He's driving to Canada.
Okay.
So he is going to do the drive to Canada, but Russia, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if that's like part of his work or whatever. So he's going to be heading out that way. But like I said, I think my YouTube side freaking took a crap. So what I am going to do, because Facebook is way easier. Alonzo says the government is watching us.
Yeah.
So I will re-upload the video to YouTube, so we have it there. If you guys can like and share it. Once again, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. I can give away a DB Drag membership, and then we get to 1,000, then I will give away an entry into World Finals. So anyway, so what do you got for final thoughts there, Mr. Horner?
You know, like I said, I about summed up, you know, most of it. I mean, like I said, it's going to be a good show. Come on out, everyone. Let's have a good time. I plan on bringing out some pretty cool stuff so people can check that out. Yeah. We got a bunch of other people I know are bringing some insanely loud, like demo type vehicles. So there should be a lot of cool stuff to check out. I mean, I do really think it's going to be fun. I think getting Doug out here is going to be pretty awesome. Normally, I always ran like a single point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I just sit there and just do it. And I don't think it's going to have the same kind of idea. You know, that's not what I do. Doug, he kind of does that. I'll let him do his job, and I'll just do my job. So
Rosita in here teasing you, says, good luck, everyone, this week. She's got to go.
Whatever. No, you know Moses is going to talk her into driving out in a few days.
She says, I got to go finish cooking while my man works on his box.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he better. He blew that apart, I guess.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. He blew apart the supports inside.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of doing your job, Dan, are you going to be like reconing woofers there? Or are you going to have a booth?
Unfortunately, this time I ain't going to be able to. I don't have my trailer.
He doesn't have his trailer. Yep.
If there's people that do need stuff, however, though, do not hesitate to get a hold of me before the show. If you're going to the show, I can try to get it done and bring it along. Now, you might have to glue in the drop in yourself because I won't have the trailer there and all that. But, we can make sure we got glues along and the basic stuff to try to help the guys. But I won't have all my parts and all that stuff
Your grinders.
Without the infos, it makes it very hard to bring all that stuff. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's worth the $25.
Bringing one car down, and then I'm bringing down. He's bringing down the van. I think we're just messing around with that thing, and then I think I'm bringing down the S10 on a flatbed. So I can only bring what I can bring on there. Bring the tent, so Doug's got a nice shelter to hang out under.
I don't hang out underneath it.
We'll see. Doug's claiming he can help me get the DJ system working. I'm going to bring that so we can talk out of there. It'll be fun. I think we'll have a good time. It's always a good party down there, and a lot of people ready to hang out and have a good time.
Eric Hansen says practice Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, works, I guess.
But anyway, guys, last thoughts, Dan. We're going to have a good time out there. We'll see you.
Yeah, it should be good. I'm waiting to see you, dog. It's been a while. It'd be kind of fun having to hang out.
712 Boom is what it's called.
That's right.
In Sioux City, Iowa. It'll be cool. I mean, like I said, we're gonna have people from all over showing up. We've seen them from all over already. Just to, it is a 3X event, so get your 3 times points, get what you can.
Certified for World Finals.
Right? Yeah, and a lot of these guys do run multiple orgs, so I mean that's kind of why we do it. It kind of helps bring people in. So not if only they're just stuck on one org. Well, no, let's try all of them. We're here. Let's have a fun weekend. So. All right, cool. Well, it's good having you, Doug. We'll see you in a few days.
I will be live, Nick, when we do the brackets. Jeffrey, any last thoughts?
No, definitely. If you guys get a chance, if you guys are in that area, check out 712 Boom. If it's any kind of indication, you got Dan Horner sponsoring the event. You got him bringing on. And Doug isn't cheap.
I think Cajun said Florida Base has even sponsored the event now. From what I think George
exactly.
Too. Oh,
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can really hear you.
I can barely hear you. Let me see if I can turn this volume up.
I'm pretty sure it's I think it's a company called Mobile Images. I think that's on my page in there. DTX. And like I said, I think he said today, Florida Base got added to the sponsors. Yeah. Well, that's a good thing.
So again, if that's like any indication to tell you, how big the show is going to be, it's kind of a no-brainer. If I was in the area, dude, I'd check it out. Do yourselves a favor. Go out there, check it out. Google it, 712 Boom. Check it out on DB Drag Racing calendar. You can check it out on all the orgs calendar as well. Yes. So yeah, check it out.
All right.
Should be a good time.
All right, Tajin, you got anything you want to tell people since we're done now?
Well, I think we kind of covered it. If anybody's got any questions, go ahead.
Am I right, Tajin? It's Mobile Images, is that right? And then
Mobile Image out of Sioux City, Iowa. It's a car audio shop. Been a good close friend of mine for a long time.
Okay. Then we got DTX sponsored, of course, and then we got also you said now Florida Base has kicked in something with this, or he's not part of the sponsor.
Kicked in a little. DTX, of course, is our biggest sponsor out of all of them.
Yeah.
But the other guys are pretty important, and I'm glad to have them there.
Yeah, no, and like I told them earlier, hey, we're willing to, try to grow the show. We're looking for other sponsors, hey, anybody else wants to try to help make the show bigger, heck, even bring some promoters there set up. I'm okay with that. Tajin be okay with that. It'd be cool to see, what would happen. So let's try to grow this thing into something cool. It's already a very good show. I do support it a lot.
Yeah,
Tajin's done a lot of work through the years to get it to where it's at. Now, a question was asked, how many years was this, Tajin?
This is the unofficial 7th year, official 6th year of the show.
Okay.
There you go. So shows that have been around for a while, that's always a good thing. Like I said, the Autorama now is at least 23 years running.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Autorama was a pretty good show. I was actually out there this year.
Yeah. So I met Tajin out there. He came, said, "Hey, might want you to come out my way." And so we connected, and you came by. That was the first time you've ever seen my show, right, Tajin?
No, I was with you guys 2 years ago in Sacramento finals.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he was out there with us. He did come out.
Yep.
It was kind of a group of us came.
Yeah, it was a whole group of you guys. Certain people kind of stood out a little more than others. Just saying. Them Tennessee folk, they kind of stepped up and were letting everybody know they were there.
Oh yeah.
So they kind of stood out. Your group didn't stand out as much except for when you were in the lanes. But
yeah, we're quiet.
Yeah, but
Tajin's the guy that actually helped me strap the doors and all that.
Oh, okay,
He was
cool.
kind of my helper with that. So yeah, that's him. And I think, was it Jason that came out with you, Tajin? Is that what it was?
Yep, Jason Daly came out. We had Pop Tart out. Didn't we have Pop Tart out there?
We had Pop Tart. We had Gracie, and then Gracie's
Butt
dad.
Dart.
And then we had you and Jason, and then me and Kayla, and then that was quite of a group from a whole big thing.
Yeah.
So then Rob came. I think it was just maybe Rob and Mel. I think them were the only other competitors that did both of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What's her name?
Gracie. Yep,
Gracie.
she came along with you.
Gracie did both. She flew out.
I forgot someone let her run a car out there. Yeah, that's right. So there was 4 competitors.
Yep. We took care of her, made sure she had her stuff that she needed.
Did Pop Tart run out there? Or
no, he did not. Just support.
Okay.
He came out with Gracie and her dad.
Last year Pop Tart wanted to spend all of his time working on his SPL car. So this year, I think he's focused more on base race. So he might have to be the one trying to play beat.
He's definitely going to do some base race this year. I know that for sure.
Well, he's got to win. Otherwise, you don't get the opportunity to try and beat the boss. That's how that works.
Hey, he's been doing a good job winning down there at them Tennessee base race guys and stuff. I guess they've been having a lot of shows out that way doing base race.
They have.
So. He's been having a lot of practice.
And as a matter of fact, I just talked to Wayne about it this weekend. I will tell you right now, we are really, really close to starting to do the multi-location test events. So.
Oh, wow.
So we'll be starting some of this Tennessee base racers against California, against Texas here pretty soon. Wayne's super excited. We're using a different technology this time that's supposed to be much faster. So that's cool. And Pop Tart is a drag world champion if he had to do work last season.
Oh, yeah, do work last season.
Yeah. So
now he doesn't have to work quite so much. He wants to learn base race more. That's what he told me. I'm just gonna base race, Dan. I can't do all that SPL clamp class stuff. He's like spent 4 hours a gate a 10. They did a lot of work, both him and Sam. I was proud of both of them.
Yeah.
They did very good. I wish Sam went to bust it because I would have liked to watch them both have to push it right to the edge just to see what would have. They were so close and.
Yeah, that's right. He did bust. Yeah.
It was a good thing.
Yeah.
So
Eric says Texas is ready for Tennessee.
Wow.
Bring it on. Step it up.
There he goes.
Let's go.
Yes. Yeah.
Texas and Tennessee. It sounds like a band.
So we're gonna the events we're gonna run is gonna be Texas, Tennessee, and California.
Okay.
So it's gonna be kind of like a mini version of World Finals. And then
So what we need then is a Minnesota type Iowa location, so these boys can get into this and get into this too. Then they can learn how to base race with the pros.
Well, we got to learn we got to work on it first, and then
I got to get them doing it. I'm trying to convince them because they all think they can do it. You should see when they're all drunk and stuff at night. I'm gonna win.
That makes you better when you're drunk. Just
I
ask
believe,
those
Some
guys.
of them are there are some pretty good ones though at the show. I have seen some pretty good runs out of a few of these guys that never really do it. It's like, give it a try.
Yep.
So.
All right, guys.
Cool.
If you are going to be doing base race or top dog, make sure you get yourself the appropriate song, which is Boom Check off the DB Drag. So have that ready to go when you guys pull up. That's one big thing that really helps the speed of a show is if you have your song ready to go when you get in the lanes. So you pull in the lanes, your song's ready to go, and you have it queued up. That makes
now, is that
so
going to be
easier.
something, Doug, you should just bring along? You can sell these flash drives.
So I don't do that, and I'm not allowed to do that.
Okay.
That's Wayne's property. That's his intellectual property. So
Okay.
they have to do that.
Okay. Well, maybe they should send that all along with you then, huh?
They don't send it like that. It's just a download on the internet.
Oh, anybody can get it, or how do you gotta get this?
You just get it with the DB Drag membership.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I'm not allowed to supply it or anything like that. Because you know, that, like I said, that's their property. So their intellectual property. So you know, I'm not gonna step on their toes. You know.
No, that's fair enough. I understand. I guess like I said, I'm in territory I know nothing about. So
yeah.
Good clarifying that. I don't want to be.
But please have that ready. Yeah, please have that ready to go. Download it if you guys are going to try Base Race or Top Dog. Even if you think you might even, there's no way I'm going to get in there, but you're going to go to the show. Download those songs and have them ready to go.
And I'm sure there'll be a few people that have the songs. I know.
There might be a couple people that can let you borrow it.
Here, give it a try. You know, whatever.
So.
But yeah. Try to get people convinced to do it more often. That way we can,
All right, guys. So I'm looking forward to flying out there Friday night. It should be a great time. Once again, I'm going to upload it to I'm going to upload the unedited version. It doesn't have the skips or anything in it when I put it onto YouTube because I'll download it directly from this file. And anyway. So I'll put that online. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, Crossfire Car Audio, Voodoo Customs, and Puns Customs. Without them, we don't, makes it harder to do the show. So if you guys get an opportunity, please support those that support the things that you like to watch, see, do. Always support somebody who supports the shows you do. Once again, you know, these guys put out a lot of time, money, and effort to put on one of these events for you. At minimum, walk up to one of them, shake their hand, and say thank you for having this event. That goes a long way. If you have,
it really does. I think the appreciation factor does go a long ways, believe it or not. And I think it'll be fun. I can't wait to see everybody.
Yep. All right, guys. Once again, I want to thank all you guys for tuning in this week at 5. Tune in again next week at 5:30 p.m. California time. The only time that matters. West side, wrong pan.
West side. See you guys. See you Thursday.
We will see you guys out there. But like I said, if you guys this is jumbled or whatever, you'll be able to see it on YouTube as a complete show here in the next probably hour. All right, guys. Once again, thanks. We'll see you guys again next week on This Week in Car Audio. Good night, guys.
See you Thursday.